Is modern feminism hurting women and their relationships with men? In case we haven't met yet, I'm Jess X Goh. I'm the sole founder of Life in Confidence. I'm here to share with you the dark side of the feminist movement and how it has trapped women in a false way of experiencing empowerment, and how women can move into their healthy feminism to find their true essence of what it's like to be a woman in her divine power. Now, the feminist movement started in 1960s, and women were protesting and rioting for their rights to basically be treated like a man, to have the same voting rights, to be paid equally, to get better jobs, to no longer be sexually abused, yet they request to have sex like men and have abortions, to not have children, which is promoting pro-death. However, it has been infiltrated that it's pro-choice. And that leads into Hollywood in 2006, the Me Too movement against Harvey Weinstein, who was accused of raping and sexually assaulting actresses and models and celebrities in Hollywood. And then you see it now with what's going on. In the past few years, Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, where if you actually watch the documentary and the videos of the court case, it's very evidently clear that Amber Heard set this up to get as much that she can financially from Johnny Depp right from the beginning. And you're seeing it now with Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni case, where she has came in with a certain agenda and turned the film around to her creative directive, even though she was only hired as an actress, and she claims to have the rights to the movie when she doesn't. And so this is the toxicity that's coming out of the dark feminine movement. That's how I see it, and this is how I call it. And this is just from my perspective. What we see on the surface is just an illusion. But if you dive deeper, you will really see what is really going on there and the hidden agenda behind this. This agenda, this feminine movement, on the surface, it appears that it's all about empowering women. And I'm all for empowering women. Don't get me wrong. Being a woman myself as well, running a business and not wanting children. And that is just simply where I'm at with my soul's purpose in life, in this reincarnation. What I'm saying here is that women do not need to use violence through anger, through criticism, verbal abuse, because then we're fighting the same fight from the patriarchy that represents the toxic masculine, which is treating women like slaves, not as equals, as their partner, right? There's no sense of a divine union partnership, and that women are subservient. They are the cleaner, the cook, and the sex slave. And what we need to do is we need to no longer fight that fight as women, but to go within ourselves and resolve these dark issues within ourselves, of these power struggles, of the anguish and hatred and resentment that we had towards the patriarchy. And it's through compassion and forgiveness that we can dissolve that frequency. This is where a woman can really rise in her divine feminine power. And it's not projecting hate onto hate and taking advantage of men like what we're seeing in Hollywood through this Me Too movement. It's about being healthy, functional, soft, and compassionate with what's going on and seeing other people's pain that they're holding on to, which has got nothing to do with you. It's what they have been bought into through the political, social, and cultural programming that has formed the patriarchy. Through compassion, love, and forgiveness for the other, because they are just as human as well, that will help to dissolve that war frequency. And through the toxic feminine movement, what it does is a woman claims that she has equal rights as a man. She claims that she wants to be like a man, right? And what it does to a man that you see so commonly, and I hear this so much from men, from male clients, is that they really find it hard to date a woman because she doesn't like it when he opens the door for her. She doesn't like it when he pays for the restaurant bill. She doesn't like it if he pulls the chair out for her. So she is so caught up in ego that I have the right to hyper independence. And this creates a split in the divine union partnership between a man and a woman, because now a man feels like his masculine power has been taken away by a masculine woman because she doesn't want to drop into her feminine. She wants to be treated the same as a man, and a man doesn't know what to do about it, doesn't know what to do with her. He was not expecting that. He was expecting to date a woman, not a woman who wants to be a man. And, or should I say, in her masculine energy, where she acts like a man. So men are being emasculated. They are feeling confused in how to date a modernized, or should I say masculinized woman. And women complain and whine. Why is it that they're still single? Why is it that they struggle to find the right man? And that is what's really going on behind the dark feminine movement. It's splitting men and women apart. It's not bringing them together. The way we bring ourselves together is we need to treat one another as we are equals. And what do I mean by that? That doesn't mean that a woman is being treated like a man and a man is being treated like a woman. That is not equals. That is creating confusion and power dynamics. What an equal looks like is a heterosexual woman and a heterosexual man treat each other the same in their respective gender roles. A woman softens the man through her heart, her compassion, her kindness, her care, the way she nurtures. And a man treats a woman equally through protection, providing, offering that support where she is being seen and heard. So if I was to give you a personal experience with my beloved, my soulmate, how we treat each other like equals in a heterosexual relationship as heterosexuals, is that as a woman running my own business, living a nomadic lifestyle, yes, I am hyper independent for sure. However, it doesn't mean that I don't take the time to connect with my partner and treat him like a man. So I do not have that stability in terms of a geographic location to be a softer woman where I am being provided in that way, right? So I have to be in my masculine as well to provide for myself because I chose this nomadic lifestyle. It's a choice. It's what I decided. And when that time comes for me and my beloved to live in one location, the dynamics, of course, will change so much more. There will be so much more softening within myself, so much more trust that I need to embrace more from my partner, to trust that he is in his masculine, and to trust myself to be my feminine in this beautiful divine partnership. Of course, we need to be balanced in our healthy masculine and our healthy feminine. But when it comes to a heterosexual relationship in a divine union partnership, and most of my audience are heterosexuals, so I'm speaking it to the majority that's watching this, is that when a woman softens, it makes a man feel like a man. It gives him purpose to care for her through protection and providing. And a woman feels like a woman when a man steps up into his masculinity. And it's not through control, but it's through initiation, such as offering things to her, taking that first step in inviting her to the next state. So it's that leading the woman, and she feels like she's a woman in that partnership because she is being led by the masculine, and the man feels safe with the feminine because he is feeling loved and adored and nourished by her, right? So it's that give and take in that divine union partnership. And so living a nomadic lifestyle in a long distance relationship with my beloved, there is full-blown trust between us because we have discovered ourselves in our clear gender roles, in how we can support one another, as well as being devoted to the inner work to figure out how to navigate ourselves in this very special and powerful relationship that we're in. And it has worked and still is working for us by remembering how to find that balance in being in our healthy masculine and feminine. And when we come together, it's how we can support one another in those clear gender roles. I really hope that this video serves you and provides clarity, especially if you are a heterosexual woman watching this, to understand what's going on in your love life and what's going on within yourself, and that there is empowerment through the healthy feminine by connecting with your heart and connecting with your womb to soften, to be nurtured, and to be more kinder and compassionate, to use your words wisely. And that's not through criticism, because that destroys a man's ego. It's through compassion, and that supports a man to step into his healthy masculinity, where he feels supported by you and he feels like you got his back and he's willing to do whatever it takes to provide, to protect for you. So my love, if you got so much from this, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, give this a like, comment below what you got from this, and share it with your loved ones. If you're a woman, a heterosexual woman who is watching this, and you're ready to dive deeper, I am running my Autumn Equinox Women's Healing Circle, which is all about healing from the wounded father and mother, as well as from the toxic feminine, and how you can rise into your power through your healthy, radiant feminine. You can choose to join me live on Zoom or to access the replay for 1 month. you can click on the link below to learn more or to book your spot. And for anyone who is ready to move mountains and find yourself again, to really step into your personal power and live and thrive in your best life, you can choose to work with me by attending my upcoming Transforming Trauma or Conscious Relationship workshops and retreats that I run in the UK and in Australia. And you can learn more or book your spot in the link below. If you prefer to work with me privately, one-to-one, I do this in person through a one-day trauma recovery retreat experience where I create activities and modalities tailored to what it is that you would like a breakthrough in. And also I provide this online for 3 months through my online mentorship, Find Yourself and Trust. So you can find more details about that in the links below. And if you can't attend anything live with me because you're time poor, however, you know you need to find a sustainable solution to manage your nervous system and to regulate your emotions, you might be interested in my Inner Child Healing course, which you can learn more in the link below. And you'll get lifetime access to my grounding techniques from my workshops and how to heal the tender parts of yourselves into wholeness, where this is coming from a place of embodiment. And this is where the transformation lies, is through embodiment as your transmission, not through mimicking and acting out that is not integrated properly. So there you have it, my love. May you be the light that's in your heart.